Bonjour, so we are in Riverview, but not the regular one, it's the edited version I am currently doing in Create a World, and where I am adjusting a few things. So before I talk about today's project, just a quick recap of the overall project here. I am making over all the lots in Riverview and going to remove all the rabbit hole buildings and replace them either by something for the same career or have them as something else, as is the case today. So for today's video, I'm going to do something here, which used to be the Science Center rabbit hole building. And I've removed it in Create a World, and instead I've placed, so I think the original lot was 24 like that, and 40. So instead I've put two 24 by 19 lots. The idea is to build apartment buildings there. So right now I think they're going to be pretty similar to each other. I mean, same style. Oh yeah, before I forget, I'm going to link to pin on the screen the previous episode, the previous makeovers I've done in town, and also the check-in videos I've made, where you can see the changes I'm doing. And yeah, so for the style here, I'm going to do, the idea would be for it to be brick building, because it's the sign here, and also I don't want big apartment buildings because it's a small town, so I like to go with the same idea. So basically it's going to be a 4 apartment building and another 4 apartment building. For one of them, let's say this one, I'm going to go, I think, I have an idea who could live there, and the other one, my idea for now is to have it as a starter home for new Sims in town. So that's what I'm starting with before, yeah, that's the before. So let's build an apartment building. Well, 2. So I'm going to start with kind of an apology for the crappy voiceover. I'm currently sick, and that was that, or no video for the weekend. So I went with a crappy voice option, and so yeah, it's going to be that for that video. Sorry for that. It's covered, but it's the end, and I think I might have avoided giving it to anyone else. So I've been wearing a mask, well, different masks, for almost a week and a half now. So I think I'm good. I'm getting another test tomorrow, so I'll see if it's over or not. You can still be like have like a cold symptoms even after, and you're not oh, what is the word? We're looking for it with my mom. They're contagious anymore. It's the same word in French, contagieuse, and couldn't find it. So yeah, back to the video. Well, usually when I do a let's build, ask where I get inspiration. For this one, so I did do a doodle, but I don't think it's understandable, and I don't know if I can, because it's a bit, life is a bit hectic lately, so I don't know where I've put it, but it's not very telling either. Main inspiration, I think, is I looked on Google Images, I'm pretty sure for this one, where I saw, yeah, I did see images of apartment buildings in the Midwest, and I went with brick buildings too. I think it was one of the key words. Sorry, I typed when I was looking for images, so that I had a better idea of what type of apartment buildings that could be in a small town. So it's not too industrial looking, hopefully, and I wanted it to be the livable apartment, but also the other ones, so that all have the same space, because it would be weird to have one of the apartments or two of them be bigger than the other two. They are supposed to be similar ones. Also, you won't want them to be retro or vintage looking, but still a bit older. I mean, it's not high-end lofts, for instance. So these are basic apartments, and I really wanted the basic one to be a starter home option for just one. When you start with one sim, I think it's they have like the funds. It's I might be wrong, but I think it's 16,500 simoleons. So I needed to be under that, and I think it's just under that. I mean, I had to remove things for it to be a real starter there, because I started to furnish it a bit too much. It was fun to do, so I was like, oh, let's have this or that, and yeah, it was a bit too much. Also, I wanted it to be at first a bit more industrial looking, but could not put like the pipes and stuff. Well, not really pipes. Not the vent that they cost money. So that was going to be too expensive if I added too many of them in the starter apartment. So didn't do that. And there are 4 parking spaces in front of each of the apartments. So here, finishing the first one, duplicating it, copying it, placing it again next door, and then I'm going to modify the one next door. So I've just changed a few things, so that they both have 4 parking spaces on the front, and what else? The same type of hallways, so the same type of doors, like the cheapest ones, and also they have a balcony on the back and on the front, so there is that hallway with a public room marker there, so that the other apartments they are for NPCs, and everything that is outside of the apartment is not theirs, but they don't pay for it, so they only pay for what's inside the apartment. So when something is not in the apartment but in the hallway part, it's where they can use them. So if it's on the balconies at the back of the building, it's not accessible. I'll try and explain it more when I do the tour, but from what I remember from previous apartment buildings I've built in the game, it's been a while, but if I remember well, when you put a door on an NPC apartment to a balcony that is not accessible either another way, they're going to get stuck there. They might, get out there and get stuck. So instead, I've put windows and also a hidden room walker there. but the stuff on the balcony, they are still visible. I've playtested a bit the occupied apartment, so not this one, the other one I'm going to do just afterward, with the family I had there, and when I was playing, it was working well. They could even greet their neighbors and stuff like that, so did not have an issue with that. So hopefully it won't be an issue, but I'll play more with them when I do play the town, which is not right now because I don't have time right now, but I do intend on playing more with the town, so there might be another version of the two apartments there, or two buildings there, that might get some correction, be different in the future if there is things that are about there. What else? So that apartment, as I've said, I try to keep it cheap. So cheap, under the price range, or not range, but as a starter home, and it was a bit difficult sometimes because I didn't know also for whom I was decorating, so I went very neutral. It could be any type of theme, I guess, and they could change the style of the furniture, or at least they could customize it without adding some more money in it. So the Loom family, I think it's Loom, the pronunciation. So that the family, I don't know them, did not know them before I started here, customizing them, making them over, and then furnishing their apartment. So that's the family from the bin, and they come with the base game. They're in the family bin, and it's a family of 3, 2 adult parents and a teenage son. The traits, I've changed a tad their traits because, as I've said, they come with the base game. So, I've given them all the hidden Chinese trait, and so that the Chinese culture trait, and so that they can eat with chopsticks, I think. Trying to remember all the things. I know better the French one, because that's the one I've used in my vintage on SIMS a lot. So that there is at least that, and I think they can sing a song too, or two songs. So for the apartment, the furniture, I just tried to have some hints of their ancestry there, and nothing too big. I mean, even less for their son. I don't think there's anything remotely Chinese, especially Chinese, I mean, in his bedroom. But for the parents, I was thinking that they might have a few things there. I'm building a backstory there because there is no bio, personal, individual bios for the Sims from the bin. So they have a family bio, but not individual ones. So even to change their traits or to try to get them, was a bit some work from my imagination, let's say, and trying to piece together the different clues there might be, and trying to interpret them correctly, which I might not have done, so all the mistakes are mine. So one of the things I was thinking I could maybe add to that apartment so that it has its own personality is that Chinese heritage plus associated to their favorite colors. And what else? So for instance, here I'm doing an altar, like an ancestry altar of a sort. Then what else have I? Oh yeah, so their personalities. So for the two parents, they had conflicting traits. So meaning that, for instance, he is, I think I've kept it, heavy sleeper, and she's a light sleeper. So yeah, conflicting. And there was another one, I don't remember, but oh yeah, he's friendly and she is mean-spirited. And also in the family bio, so what we know about them is that their son is in between the two, so they are both considered outgoing, which was I think Theodore, the dad, he was also a schmoother. It's a bit weird because the mom is supposed to be the one who wants to climb the social ladder or something like that. Let me check. I'm going to read it. Okay, Lawrence Lum is a bright, friendly teen with outgoing parents. Only tech after his computer with his father or social climbing mother. Okay, so I tried to keep him neutral on that. So he's a genius, and I don't remember his other traits, but nothing like is not either of the two things his parents are said to be. And his dad was a schmoother, so I removed that and gave it to his mom. And in my mind, since he's a computer whiz and the opposite of his wife in a way, but still sociable, I made Theodore a blog artist. Well, he works with computers for sure, and I think it's it is the career that matches his traits in a way. So, but I don't remember if it's a whole career or if it's just an occupation they can do. I think it's something that came with university life, and I've never really played with it, so I'm very interested in playing it and knowing more about that. So finishing touch right now is just I'm decorating the other apartments, just the balconies and hallways, so that it looks as if they are lived in. They are going to have NPCs there. I've tried not to block the access to the door, because when they go and ring to greet their neighbors, they are appearing just next to the front door to talk together. So hopefully I haven't blocked the way. That might be the case in that one apartment where I've put all the university life plants there. Oh, I'll try to think about it when I'm going to do the overview of the apartments. But yeah, the corridor, the public space, the common spaces, I'll show you them during the overview. I'll try to think about it because it's going to be easier to show that way. Okay, so overview of that first apartment building. I'm breaking it up into two parts so that it's easier to visualize. So this one is actually apartment 2. I've called them Riverside Apartment. I think it's the name. I don't remember. Or this one is Riverfront. That's the swimming pool just next door. Riverfront Swim Club. So these are called Riverside Apartment 1 and Apartment 2. I don't know if I'm going to keep that name, but I needed a name for the version I'm sharing here. So I've placed markers, so we cannot go downstairs because I've put a level skip marker there. Also, I've put hidden room markers, so the apartments are livable by NPCs. I mean, that can be occupied by NPCs. So that will be possible once someone lives there, and can also ring call residents here of one of those NPCs who are going to live there. The apartment here is the empty one, an unoccupied one, and it is accessible through that stairwell here. So I'll show you in build mode. The access is, so there is a public marker, access over there, they climb the stairs, and then that's their hallway. I haven't put anything there because, again, I don't know who's going to live here. But back in live mode, here is overview of the apartment. There are some things that are different from the original floor plan I went with for the other apartments. And in this one, the kitchen is usually smaller here, and the bathroom should be a rectangle over there. But here, since I wanted to have more of an office space in the second bedroom, I was thinking I could have a bigger bathroom, have a bigger kitchen, where at first I had put a washer over there, but I removed it. It was too expensive. But since the bathroom was now a bit too small, needed just a little nook to have the shower there. So my idea was to do modification that would make sense. So for instance, not have like a bedroom instead of the bathroom or stuff like that. So it is similar to other apartments, just a slight change to accommodate the person living there. So it's pretty telling. Living area, kitchen, open space, open concept, and then corridor, home office area, bathroom, bedroom, balcony, where I've put the coffee machine over there. In my mind, it was more like a breakfast nook with kind of a view over the island, the main island. Long Island, I think it's called. And the price is oh no, I'm a bit under. But they won't have a lot of money left once they move in there. When it's just the one sim from Creator Sim. So that's that first building, which is actually apartment building number 2. Can get confusing, sorry. And then let's get to the second one, which is actually number 1. Okay, so that one, if I remember well, I don't think we can check that there, but I tried to keep it within the price range. So at the beginning I furnished it with the money they had left once they had moved in, and so the money from the family bin. But after a while I went with Tintin's money. He has more money. I think it might cost furnished something like 21,000 simoleons or something like that. So it's not that overpriced for the family if there is no cheat code involved. So let's get in. So again, it's on the second floor, and same configuration for the apartment. There is just a few differences. I'm going to show you the typical floor plan for these apartments. So there is an open floor plan for the living area, so kitchen and living dining area, a corridor, and archway leading to, there are 3 doors there, bathroom, bedroom 1, bedroom 2. That's the typical one. Here what I did is I removed that archway that was there. I tried to be somewhat realistic, and if I do changes, I try for them, I like them to be something that could have been changed rather easily. So for instance, the modification in the bathroom next door is something where the pipes, if I go realistic, they were already there. I'm not moving the bathroom over there. And for this one, it was just removing a wall here. And the reason I did that in this apartment was to place a dining table and have 3 chairs. If I had kept that here, I couldn't have placed the chair and have it usable. So that said, back in live mode, and a quick recap. So it's also on the second floor, but the other one was on that side, and this one is on this side. Hallway, and there is a bike rack here, and then the living room over there, kitchen. I went with the idea that they didn't do anything to the apartment, they just placed the furniture there. Lauren's bedroom, and then the parents' bedroom over there, and the balcony in the back over there. Here, another view of the building. And that's it for this one. Well, for these 2, actually. So now I'm going to be 2 links. Apartment number 1, apartment number 2. They are named Riverside Apartments. So the original lot is actually 40 by 24, and these are 19 by 24. So either one can be placed on the original lot. You can build the second building next to it, the same one or another one. That's why I've tried to show the floor plan, so that they can be rebuilt if need be on the same lot. It's just I wanted to have 2 lots there, because that way there are 2 households who can live in these apartments instead of having just 1 family and a bigger apartment building there. So this way I've got 2 apartment buildings, and one of them can be used as a starter home. Hopefully better voice next time. I'll see you in the next video. À bientôt!